Yo, what's happening right now across America is absolutely insane. We're talking about a weather event so extreme that trees are literally exploding like gunshots in the middle of the night. I'm not kidding, temperatures are dropping so fast that over 1,500 schools had shut down. 500,000 people are sitting in the dark without power, and meteorologists are using words like life-threatening and generational storm to describe what is coming this weekend. If you live anywhere in the eastern half of the United States, the next 7 days are going to be unlike anything you've experienced in years. Here's what's actually going down. A massive ridge is building over the western United States right now, creating this bizarre weather divide that's splitting the country in two. While the West Coast is enjoying abnormally warm temperatures that'll stick around for at least a week, two separate Arctic blasts are about to hammer the east. The first one hits Wednesday, dropping temps by 20 to 30 degrees in a matter of hours. But here's the thing, that first blast, that's just the warm-up act. The real nightmare arrives Friday and Saturday, and the second Arctic surge slams it into the eastern third of the country with what forecasters are calling bone-chilling, potentially record-breaking cold. We're talking temperatures 50 degrees colder within 24 hours. And it's not just the cold, there's a widespread snow event that's going to impact tens of millions of people. This is the kind of weather pattern that gets talked about for decades. Let me break down exactly what's happening right now. Currently, there's this huge Arctic air mass parked across the East Coast. Meanwhile, warmer air has been dominating the West Coast for over a week and is pushing into the Great Plains. But everything changes midweek. Wednesday brings the first cold front sweeping from Texas all the way to the northeast. Now, Texas and Oklahoma will only see a few degrees drop, no big deal there. But the Northeast, that's where things get intense. By Thursday and Friday, that Arctic air bulldozes across the southeast and along the East Coast. We're talking temperature drops of 10 to 20 degrees. Now, I know what you winter lovers are thinking. Is this it? Is winter over after this? No, actually, this could set up something even bigger. The models are showing an extended warm period moving into mid-February, but here's the kicker. That warmth could actually unleash the polar vortex around mid-February. When that happens, we could be looking at some massive winter storms. So winter is absolutely not over, but the second week of February will likely bring above-average temps for most of the country. Then weeks 3 and 4 could be a completely different story. Let's talk about what below average actually means here. By early Thursday morning, the Ohio Valley and Northeast will be running 20, 30, even 40 degrees below average. Down in Texas and along the Gulf Coast, yeah, there's a cold front Wednesday into Thursday, but it's not nearly as brutal, only about 10 degrees below normal. Friday and Saturday, that cold air lingers on the East Coast. There's a brief warm-up Friday into early Saturday in the Northeast, but don't get comfortable because another massive shot of Arctic air hits Saturday and Sunday. By Monday morning, we could see temperatures as low as 50 degrees below average in Pennsylvania. If this actually happens, we're talking about shattering daily temperature records, both highs and lows. Then Tuesday and Wednesday, boom, a heat wave builds across the central and southern plains. Now here's something that's gone viral online, and it's actually real. The temperatures in some areas are getting so extreme that trees are exploding. Yeah, you heard that right. When temps drop this fast, the sap inside trees freezes and expands rapidly. The outer layers of the tree cool and contract faster than the inner wood, creating intense internal pressure. When that pressure becomes too much, crack, the wood suddenly splits with a sound like a gunshot or fireworks going off. Scientists call this frost cracking, and it's most common in thin bark trees like maples and birches. People across the Midwest have been posting videos of these loud bangs echoing through their neighborhoods at night. One person in Minnesota said it sounded like someone was shooting a rifle in their backyard. These cracks can run the full length of a tree trunk, creating long vertical splits. And while the term exploding trees is a bit dramatic since the tree isn't actually blowing into pieces, the sound is real, and let me give you the temperature timeline that's going to blow your mind. This morning, it's only in the mid-30s in Florida. It's actually warmer in Alaska right now than Florida. Let that sink in. Over in the southern plains, it's pretty mild this morning. The Wednesday, temps start dropping again as that weak cold front pushes through. Meanwhile, The Northeast and Ohio Valley just stay below freezing. The extreme cold in Ohio and Pennsylvania is so dangerous that over 1,500 schools are closed across the United States today. Some of that's from the ice storm that happened over a week ago, but a lot of it is purely because of this brutal cold. Friday morning, you can see this on the satellite imagery. There's this Arctic air mass that looks like a THUMB developing over Hudson Bay. That's your low-pressure center with slightly warmer weather on the east side. The warmer is relative when we're talking about Arctic air. Late Friday, early Saturday, that Arctic surge spills into the Great Lakes, Ohio Valley, and Northeast. Temperatures will crash in these areas. On the flip side, the southern plains and Florida get mild weather. By late Saturday, early Sunday, that Arctic air just sits across New England. Some areas could hit 30 below zero, not 30 degrees, 30 below zero. That's dangerous, life-threatening cold where exposed skin can get frostbite in minutes. And yes, this is cold enough for those exploding tree vents to happen across the region. Monday is when we could see record-breaking cold across the Northeast, including upstate New York and near Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where Taunton could hit 25 below zero. These aren't just cold days, these are the kind of temperatures that make headlines for years afterward. Now let's talk snow because that's the other part of this story. It actually starts today, though it's not a major threat. There's a small low-pressure system developing over the mid-Mississippi Valley. Down in the deep south, there could even be some thunderstorms. We're not expecting severe weather, but gusty winds and thunder are possible near Mississippi and Louisiana, where thousands are still without power from last weekend's ice storm. On the north side of that low, the Ohio Valley gets snow showers. Nothing crazy, but by tonight, heavier snow could hit Cincinnati, just south of Columbus, maybe near Evansville, Indiana, then push into West Virginia and Virginia over. Wednesday morning, snow showers linger across the Carolinas and Virginia. This low-pressure system moves slow on Wednesday, so if you're in North Carolina or Virginia, keep watching the sky. You could see additional snowfall on top of the foot of snow many areas got this past weekend. Might see another inch or two late tomorrow night into Thursday. Thursday, the storm moves offshore with some snow showers possible in New England. Then Friday, here comes the big one. A large, intense low-pressure system moves across the Great Lakes and Northeast. This is what's called an Alberta Clipper, and it's going to bring heavy snowfall on Friday. Friday morning, expect heavier snow across Indiana, Ohio, and Michigan. We could even see snow squalls in some areas, which means visibility drops to near zero instantly with heavy snow falling. If you're in Indianapolis, Columbus, or Cleveland, get ready Friday morning. This is serious stuff. Friday afternoon, that snow pushes as far south as North Carolina and Virginia, though it'll be relatively light by that point. Late Friday night into early Saturday, snow continues in the Northeast. But here's the really dangerous part. On the backside of that low-pressure system, we get very intense winds. Most of you in the Northeast still have over a foot of snow on the ground from last weekend. When you combine existing snow on the ground with high winds, you get blizzard conditions, zero visibility, drifting snow, dangerous travel. This low could even become close to a nor'easter because of how close it tracks to New England, though it doesn't look like it lines be positioned right to keep dumping snow on New England through Sunday. Late Sunday, early Monday, there could be another snow disturbance across the Ohio Valley and Mid-Atlantic. This one's more questionable since it's still 5 to 6 days out, but we're watching for possible light to moderate snowfall as far south as Tennessee, maybe even into North and South Carolina, perhaps Georgia. Total snowfall for today, widespread 1 to 3 inches from Indiana back to West Virginia, maybe a coating to an inch over Maryland and New Jersey. The bigger story is this weekend. We're expecting a more widespread winter weather event. Most areas will only pick up a coating to 3 inches, but upstate New York and northern New England could easily see close to a foot with this system. The real story though, those blizzard conditions with high winds CRE.